Yeah, Pandeli L in the house. Aquagana. Bitcoin ballin'. Bring it to you raw. Here we go. Here we go. Bitcoin ballin', gonna chat callin'. What you need, baby, I got you. Bitcoin ballin', Aqua we all in. It's our time, no more sleeping. We're ballin', we're ballin'.
Sup? What's up, crypto fan? Welcome back to Sin City Crypto. I'm one of your co-hosts, David. We are coming at you live from our studio here in Sin City, Nevada, home of the 2022 NFL Draft. Before we get into the content, quick disclaimer, nothing that's said on this channel should be taken as financial advice, so please DYOR. If you don't know what that means, just Google it. Very simple. With that out of the way, I want to introduce you to the man not wearing his Raiders jacket on the day the Raiders have no draft picks. Big Rob, what's up?
I'm representing with the draft shirt. Las Vegas draft here in Las Vegas. But I do have my Raiders hat on. You know, your boy got to support, you know, even though we got no draft picks today. But real quick. Hola! It's your boy, Big Rob, back in the house. Welcome to Sin City Crypto. If it's your first time checking us out, we are an entertainment-focused cryptocurrency channel where we take the old, the boring, the stale information, and we package it up in a fun and sexy way. Also, here at Sin City Crypto, we don't just do the live streams, we also do the deep dives. Just the live stream, though, check out the deep dives.
Which deep dive should they check out?
They should check out the Theta deep dive up yesterday.
Yeah.
And then one last thing. If you could, like the channel. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. If you haven't done either one of those or any of those three, what the hell wrong with you? Now, we're excited here in Las Vegas.
Super excited.
We're hosting the NFL draft. And you know, it's a big moment for us, you know.
Big moment.
Are you excited? Are you gonna go to the draft today?
Hell no. It's gonna be a shit show over there. Listen, when you're in Vegas, you refuse to go to the strip unless you absolutely have to.
The way the Las Vegas works when they have a big event is they'll close the strip. Literally. So basically, the main artery to all of tourism and getting around,
carotid artery of Las Vegas has been closed.
They close it, and then parking is a nightmare. Walking around is already a nightmare before they close the strip, and then it's even worse. I'm not gonna go either. I would have went if the Raiders hadn't traded all their picks away.
At least you got the best receiver in the league from my team,
right?
The Green Bay Packers.
All right. We'll breeze over the draft today.
What's the draft? What's the draft order, by the way? Do you have that pulled up?
I do, but we'll get into that in a minute. I got a nice little slate of things to discuss today. All right. Broke Yoshi, first in the chat. My dude, congratulations. Now, Russell is also in here. Crypto Geek, we got Marky Mark, Chef, James, and Nashawn. That's it.
And did you say Sean?
And Sean. Nashawn. We got double Sean's up
here. Sean and regular Sean.
No, Sean. And then in Stereo 2 on the ones and two and in the chat as well. And then what else we got? That's it, right? On the viewers. Now, Bitcoin's moving. Bitcoin's about to pump.
That's literally every day.
Yeah, well, you know your boy was always hyped up, man. You know,
every day Bitcoin's moving.
If there was
literally
a crypto draft,
100%.
if I was a crypto draft, I'd be drafting Bitcoin #1, baby.
Nah, you're wrong.
Sin City Crypto's first draft pick is in,
and it's Shiba Inu.
Ding, ding, ding. Shiba Inu, get out of here. So, all right. Yeah. Anything else
Bitcoin
you want? Anything else you want to?
Bitcoin is moving, Robin. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Over 40K.
Is it over 40? Hold on, let me refresh my screen. Hold on a second. 39.9. Oh, it is pumping. You see, it is. I made a thumbnail today. Bitcoin breakout,
which means it's gonna dip now.
So you know, your boy's an absolute genius fortune teller.
Bitcoin metrics and technicals are showing a breakout coming.
Oh,
and we'll go over that in our market announcement.
And we also got Eddie over here. He's going to be moderating the chat today. Say hello to Eddie. Where's Eddie at?
What's up, guys?
Oh no, that's not Eddie. That's me. How you doing? I guess. Here he is.
What's up, guys?
So, bro.
You guys have any questions? Write it in the chat, and I'll let Rob or David know.
That's right.
There we go.
Sure. Right
And he's also wearing the Raiders hat. It's a good look on you, bro.
And he also just turned 44.
It was his birthday yesterday.
Happy birthday.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, Rob, for the shout out.
Yeah, that's right.
David,
Yeah, I would have given you one too if you didn't shit on me.
I didn't say anything about it.
Really? One. Don't think I don't see it, bro.
Oh, look, we got triple cam now. Look at that.
Whatever. We're gonna get into this draft order or what, man?
Okay, all right. Let's get into the crypto stuff. Let's get into the non-crypto stuff and get into all the stuff. All right, so pulling up the laptop, we have just crossed the $40,000 threshold. Bitcoin sitting at $40,043.43. Now, taking a look at that. Look at this move.
Wow.
I have a sneaking suspicion that the NASDAQ is up. I mean, if you got a big move like this, there's only one thing that pushes a big move like this. It's crazy bullish news on Bitcoin, and it's also the NASDAQ. So anyways, we'll get into that in a moment. But Bitcoin's up. Everything is starting to turn green. Ethereum has been lagging behind, man. Ethereum was moving very, basically mirroring Bitcoin. It lost that $3,000 support level. It's struggling to get over it.
If you look at percentage, it is mirroring Bitcoin, right?
No, well, the thing is Ethereum's moving up now. But what I'm saying, it is mirroring, but it's definitely it's losing momentum. You're getting a little bit more movement out of Bitcoin. I mean, if you look here, you got a little bit more upside.
Those charts,
a little sideways.
Identical. Look at that.
Well, that's just my chart analysis here from afar. Thank you. Now, taking a look at the crypto bubbles. ApeCoin up 14.5%. ApeCoin has been straight. When is this thing going to stop? So if you didn't already know, ApeCoin is going to have their land sale, I think in about 3 or 4 days, or next few days. And so the way their land sale works is that you have to buy the land in ApeCoin. So a couple of things have happened. You have the price of this going up off of the speculation that you need it for the land sale. Also, there's rumors. Here first. There's rumors that if you own a Bored Ape, you're going to be airdropped some land too.
Yeah.
Do you think that'll happen, David?
Yes.
Yeah. The thing I don't like about Yucca Labs here is they are so unorganized. They don't have any real roadmap. They're not they're just dropping stuff out here, bro. At least
Seems to be working.
It does. It does. But it's not a good business model. And when you don't have a good business model, eventually things come undone.
How are you going to say it's not a good business model when literally they have the most well-known NFT project ever?
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that they are going to be successful in everything. McDonald's, they're successful. Ice cream machine, not successful. And so
Let me ask you this question. Would you rather Elon Musk buy Doritos next and fill up all the bags so there's not 50% air, or buy McDonald's next and fix all the ice cream machines?
Well, you can't. You got to have the air in the Doritos bag. Otherwise, if you have more Doritos, they're going to crumble up. There's a reason there's so much air in there. I remember we had somebody.
So your answer is the ice cream machine?
No, there's a reason why there's so much air in there. You like those perfectly little triangles, right? Nobody likes a whole bag of Dorito crumbs. I'm just throwing it out there. I mean, you might.
What do you do with your Dorito crumbs? You know what I do? I get some Faye yogurt, and then I put the crumbs in there, mix it up. So good.
Hold on. You put your Dorito crumbs in your yogurt?
Plain yogurt.
Plain yogurt?
Serious, you look serious.
Dead serious.
Plain yogurt. Oh.
It's good, bro.
That's disgusting. That's
He said that's pretty bad.
That's terrible, bro.
So good.
I just imagining David.
You don't dip your chips in yogurt?
This is what happened. Okay.
No?
Imagine this. You got David.
Well, you're Italian. You dip something in everything.
He's got his bag of Dorito crumbs.
You dip everything in something.
He's got his bag of Dorito crumbs. Just picture this. David's got his bag of Doritos. He's got all the crumbs. Goes to the fridge. No yogurt. He just dips his finger in there and rubs it on his gums. All right. LDO up a lot. What is LDO?
Lido to Dow.
Oh, yeah. Graph up, cake, hex. Okay. And then for the week, ApeCoin up 50% for the week. So excited to see what will happen. This is literally going to be buy the rumor, sell the news, or whatever it is, the rollout.
That is what it's called.
Yeah, and so when this metaverse comes out, it's going to underdeliver. I'm telling you, mark my words. It's going to fall short of what people's expectations are. They did not build out a fully immersive metaverse. Decentraland took 4 years to build theirs. Sandbox is at 3 years to build theirs. Yuka Labs is at 3 weeks. Like, I'm kidding about that, but there's no way this thing is going to be some freaking large.
Never say never.
So we'll see. Time will tell. I just think a lot of these new investors in ApeCoin, I think, are going to get burned. That's my opinion.
Crypto Geek wants to know if you guys bought GMT the other day.
I did not. Did you buy some? I know you were looking
the
at
actual NFT or the token?
The
Token? No. The actual NFT? Also no.
I told you we should.
Oh.
I was heeded a warning by a very valid investor. Said the step-in space is getting a little frothy, and you can only make as much money as new money is coming in. I don't really care for projects like that, but shit, I mean, you just never know how long these things will last.
It is very. It did have a big run up. I'll put it that way. And it's a run tracking token. So there you go. All right, crypto feeding fear and greed index. At a 24. So extreme fear. So a lot of uncertainty in the market. I think this is going to shift a little bit more into the greed sector because of the pump that we're going through right now. But you know what? Where you have a big run up, you could also have a big pullback. So we'll see if this Bitcoin growth is sustainable. Now, what's going on? Look at this, bro. Look at the NASDAQ up 2.76%. Woo! That is huge. It made up all the losses it had. What was it, yesterday or the day before? When was it?
2 days ago.
Yeah, 2 days ago. So NASDAQ roaring back here in the 5-day chart. Look at that, man. Just straight pumping. So that is probably the catalyst to the big Bitcoin movement. I got some interesting articles here I pulled up. So first, I want to talk about this.
So it's not going over the draft?
We'll get to the draft at the end. Okay, so U.S. GDP fell by 1.4%. So gross domestic product, it is the most solid indicator for the economic prosperity for a country. Basically, like, how much are you producing? And how much of it is being exported? How much money are you making from it, basically? And so we're down 1.4%. No surprise. You know, there's been a lot of issues with supply chain, but definitely an indicator for what would be recession, pullback, downfalls in the economy, which leads me to my next article. Deutsche Bank predicts major, not just a regular, major U.S. recession next year. Deutsche Bank, one of the big financial powerhouses in the world. A lot of people respect what they say. They have teams of people doing research. So they're saying major U.S. recession incoming. They have... So Deutsche Bank economists have warned that the U.S. will suffer a major recession next year. And however, several other major banks, including Goldman Sachs and J.P. Morgan, are less pessimistic about the future outlook. So no surprise, the two U.S.-based banks are saying, nah, we good, bro. And then the foreigners are like, what y'all doing over there, man? Like, look, y'all on shaky ground. And, so... that's why I kind of led into this with this GDP falling. So, first, before I move on, what do you think about this, David?
Well,
what do you think about Deutsche Bank calling us out?
I mean, the definition of a recession is 2 straight quarters of economic decline. We're already there. We're one there. So we're one up.
But this one says major recession. They're saying blood in the streets.
2008. Is it going to be bigger or less?
What do you think?
I think it'll be bigger. And I think then finally people will start to look at fiat currency, gold. How am I going to make sure that I don't lose out?
Well, you know crypto is going to tank as well with the recession.
Everything will tank. But what's going to be
it'll be the first
what's
to
going
bounce
to be
back,
the first to come back? And you look at Bitcoin, and Michael Saylor talks about it all the time, and we make fun of it. Bitcoin is the most effective way to transfer money through time and space. It's so true. And on top of that, and if you read the Bitcoin Standard Book, it really gives you a perspective of fiat currency, how money was used as a medium of exchange, dating all the way back to the 800s up until now. And then as you're reading that book, you can kind of think of Bitcoin if you have an understanding of it. And, oh, my God, it solves this problem. Oh, my God, it solves this problem. Oh, my God, it solves this problem. So people knowing that Bitcoin, the supply can never get inflated. It's a currency that's becoming more widely adopted. People are seeing it as a store of value, and it's being used as a medium of exchange. You're going to get into a recession. You're going to see your dollar tanking, the value of your dollars going to shit. And you're going to be forced to look at other things. And Bitcoin will be at the forefront along with gold. And I think that, recessions are never good.
Did you say gold?
Yeah. I mean, gold is known to be recession proof, essentially. So, Peter Schiff, if you're watching, like the video. Subscribe.
Speaking of liking the video, we got Jean Remy Osario.
It's a Jean Remy.
Jean Remy.
He's from France.
Hola! Welcome to Sin City Crypto. Welcome to the club, brother.
What if he's a sister?
Sister. Brother, sister. However you identify. What's up? Now, Eddie, what do you think?
About what?
You think we're going to recession?
Yeah.
You're a man that flips houses. So, you gotta keep it. You gotta like, if anybody should be paying attention to the traditional markets, it's you, bro.
Oh, yeah, I have been. And yeah, I think it's gonna happen at the end of the year or the beginning of next year.
Man, there's gonna be a flash sale on homes here in Las Vegas because this is an extremely heated housing market in comparison to other to other U.S. cities. So,
well, here's the thing: a majority of the homes that were bought in Vegas were bought by hedge funds like BlackRock, and so they're not going to rush to sell the houses and dump the market. What they're going to do is they're going to raise the rent prices.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. If you're an investment, if you have investments in houses and you see a good time to take profits, I mean, remember, institution, whales, these are businesses. They need to take profits. If they feel like, they're at a good price point for where they entered in to where they're at, and if there's demand for it and they can get rid of their price of their houses, and there's institutions like Deutsche Bank saying that there's a major recession coming and they believe it or they stand behind it, I could see investment companies liquidating their homes.
You also have to take in consideration the interest rate they bought it at. Say if the housing market crashes and it goes down 150,000, 200,000, they're still good because the interest rate is so low that it averages out. And I feel like people who are buying houses now and the interest rate is going down, they're the ones that are going to get screwed at the end of the day.
Bro, the housing market interest rates are out of control right now.
What are they at, by the way?
Did Daniel just call you baby? Did Daniel just call you baby? I'm pretty sure he did. Well. How y'all doing? Now, here's something else. I still actually have student loan debt, and you know what? They keep just pushing. Here's my story. Okay, so I was paying off my student loans, like a normal person should, right? And they kept doing this delay with no interest. So they're basically telling me I don't need to pay back my student loan right now. They're going to delay the payments, and they give me 0% interest. So there's really no incentive for me to pay this thing back at the moment. And this has been since 2020. And so I just got an email. I got an email a couple weeks ago. No, actually, it was this week. And it said, we've extended the 0% interest rate on your student loan till I think it was like August or something. And then I'm just like, okay. Well, I'm not going to pay that thing right now. I do got a culinary arts degree, by the way. In case y'all didn't know. How y'all doing? And
Robin falls
also
into the category of I spent $30,000 on something I'm not using.
No. I cook at home. I grow my own vegetables.
And you needed a culinary degree to do that?
Nah. Well,
you needed to drop $30,000. You need to drop $30,000 to cook at home.
This man's culinary his culinary degree involves a microwave and
we're talking about you, not me.
And Uber Eats.
We're talking about you, not me.
Dude, I cook my own food, man. Eddie will tell you, bro. Your boy throw down in the kitchen. Like,
who here thinks you need a $30,000 culinary degree to cook at home?
First of all, I've been a chef, so it's not like I've just got my degree. There's a lot of people that went to culinary school that didn't have anything to show for it. But anyways, so here, pulling up this article. So I've been like, I'm not paying this thing back because maybe they'll forgive this thing. There's always a rumor mill they might forgive. Biden says he's not considering $50,000 in student loan forgiveness. So there was rumored that Biden was going to forgive all the student loans. He's throwing money at every direction possible. I mean, you pick a direction, you pick an industry, pharmaceuticals, overseas, fighting somebody else's war, like you name it. Mask mandate. Like they literally just passed the infrastructure bill where they're trying to put electric cables under the road so that way it can power a bus. So it's a little bit more green. Do you understand how much money that's going to take? But yet, you can't look out for your own people.
Why would you pay off people's student loan debt?
Because I got student loan. I need this paid off. Okay,
you knew what you were getting yourself into. It's not the government. It's not the government's job to pay for your education.
Listen here. Yeah, when your kids go to college, you're gonna have a different view on this. Okay,
I'm not.
So now here, Biden wants $33 billion more to help in the Ukraine battle versus Russia. Okay, how about you want some of this money for me right here, bro? Because I need anyways. So, this man wants money for everything but his own people, and not throwing shade against Biden because he's a crypto guy. He had the executive order, so I'm not trying to get political here. But what you doing, bro? Also, look, this is a interesting article. You want to see this? So here in Las Vegas, we have Cinecon. So it's like the video production and movie production convention here in Las Vegas. Olivia Wilde was served custody papers from Jason Sudeikis while on stage. Like, how embarrassing is that, bro?
That's like that guy. That's like Do Kwon from Terra Luna being served these papers at a conference in overseas.
Dude, but she was on stage, bro.
Yeah, he was on stage.
Was he on stage too?
I believe so. Yeah.
Dude, you got to have some balls as a lawyer to do that crap.
I mean, what does that say? What does that say?
Personal and confidential.
Oh God.
All right. Anyways, I brought that up because the Cinecon's here in Vegas, and so that was one of my feats. And then lastly, our Las Vegas article here, the NFL draft here in Las Vegas. We have the order here. I don't because of copyright constraints. I don't want to have this up for too long, but Jaguars have the first pick, followed by Lions, Texans, Jets, Giants, Panthers, Giants again. Oh, Giants got 2 picks
in the top 7.
Dang. Falcons, Seahawks. There's going to be no quarterback going in the until maybe the Steelers.
The Giants might take one.
Yeah. And then there might be 2 quarterbacks going in the first round, but more than likely it's one, and it might be to
Saints.
Yeah, the Giants. Saints might, yeah.
Where the Packers at?
Packers are at 22 and 28. Okay. Yeah, the Chiefs got 2 picks, huh? Look at that. Anyways, we're excited to host these big events here in Vegas.
You like the idea of the whole Bellagio fountain and taking people on boats? I think it's dumb. That is so dumb.
It is kind of cheesy.
Like, oh, we're going to set up a stage right in the center of the fountains and then use the gondolas at the Venetian to bring draft picks up.
Here's the thing. Like,
I get it. Vegas always wants to overdo everything, but come on, man.
well, why in the fountain? Like, I feel
That's
like you can do
ridiculous.
something really cool. Like, if you come to Vegas and you go look at the fountains, there's always like some homeless people swimming in there, man.
It's true. It's not. You're laughing, but it's true.
You got, you know how you have the stage at a concert? There's like people up there like, woo! You're gonna have bums like, yo, just over there with a loofah, just
No, they're
like
calling
showering.
They're calling in the Coast Guard to make sure the waters are clear.
All right, hey, let's get back to crypto.
All right,
David,
you done?
take it away.
Let's get into the hot take.
It's hot.
So staying with the NFL theme and adding more crypto to it, which NFL team will be the first to do a player contract on the blockchain? Which NFL team will be first? I'll go first. My answer is right here. The Green Bay Packers. And there's one reason. They are the only team in the NFL that is not owned by a single person. They are essentially a publicly owned team. So if you have the public who get a say in decisions, who get a vote in decisions, they're going to be the one. So they're going to prove it. And I think it's naturally going to happen. It only makes sense. A lot of these players' contracts have so many incentives. You have to get a certain amount of receiving yards, and this bonus kicks in. You have to not miss 70% of the practices, and then this bonus kicks in. Imagine how more streamlined it'll be when instead of a paper contract, you have a smart contract. And that smart contract will automatically, that word I'm looking for is not coming to my head, will automatically trigger. Let's say you're Devontae Adams and you get $1 million bonus when you have over 100 catches. As soon as you get your 100th catch, that $1 million goes into your bank account. If you're a running back.
You telling me he wouldn't get it?
No, I'm saying it's immediate. It's immediate. There's no contesting it. There's no saying, oh, well, blah, blah. No. It's absolute, it's definite, and it's immediate. And it'll probably save the players and the teams a lot of money because the need for an agent, I'm not saying it's going to go away completely because you still have to negotiate. But you don't have to hit up your agent and say, hey, in my contract, this was supposed to happen, right? Or, hey, did I miss less than 70% of my practices? It'll all be automated through the blockchain. It's only a matter of time. And I think the first team to do it is going to be the only team that's not owned by a single person, the Green Bay Packers. Robin, what are your thoughts?
No, I'm in the camp that crypto's amazing, but not everything needs crypto. And if you're gonna have a player's contract, there's no need to put it on a blockchain. What are you talking about? Like what like you're gonna be like, all right, I got my Shiba Inu token over here, I got my Bitcoin token, and I got my 2024 signing bonus contract. Like, come on now. Like, what are you gonna do? You're gonna put your water bill on the blockchain too? Like, get out of here, man. Like, there's certain things that are done better with cryptocurrency. There's certain things that are done better with blockchain. There's certain things that's like, stop being so imaginative. Stop putting blockchain on everything. Next thing you know, you're blockchaining your cat food. Like, get out of here, man. And yeah. He's like, he's like, wife, you know what I'm doing? I'm keeping track of how many yogurt crumbs I put on my Doritos, and
You're telling me,
trying to get that Doritos token.
you're telling me that binding contracts would not be more transparent and more streamlined using the blockchain. Is that what you're saying?
I'm just saying that if you're gonna
Go ahead, start
apply,
backpedaling.
if you're gonna start
backpedaling, go ahead.
applying blockchain to binding contracts, the last sector that's gonna adopt that is gonna be the sports industry.
Right, because moving millions of dollars back and forth.
No, your
It's not
financial
important.
contracts, the ones that are black and white, that are not really up for interpretation. It's just simply like
Contracts are never black and white, bro.
Well,
why you have
sports
lawyers.
contracts are, bro.
That's why you
I
have
mean, you could be
lawyers.
like, well, he
why
said
you have
if he get
lawsuits.
5 sacks, but he got half a sack, and they did you know what I mean? Like, you got a lot of interchanging pieces that are up for debate. I mean, you could say, well, you know, he got 1,000 yards, but you know, this, you know, it's not black and white. No need for it. Absolutely unnecessary. And that's what I got.
You're terrible. I can't. I'm not gonna argue with him because he obviously. I don't know if you're just disagreeing because you want to disagree with me, or
No,
you
I'm just saying, like, how
really believe that.
Why would you need to put a football contract on a blockchain?
It's
I mean,
a contract.
I get it.
There's
I understand
monetary
that.
incentives
but
involved.
there's no reason.
There's money that's gonna be
Blockchains are
exchanged
for
back and forth.
transparency for the general public. So that way, if another organization wants to, you know, like having your DMV records on a blockchain, that's different because then you have institutions around the world that can access your records, and there's a reason to do that. Who the hell wants to? What are the European Football League gonna boot back up and be like, well, it'd be a lot easier if we could pull up the contracts over here on the block. Like, get out of here, man. There's
Not
one
about the
NFL. There's
public
one
vote.
NFL player organization, and if you want to access your contract, you can. Well, keeping it on blockchain is pointless. Absolutely pointless.
Yeah. Okay. Let's move on. I can't. Moving on to our next segment, the talking points. James, if you're still in here, James talked about what are our thoughts on Panama. Well, guess what? It is our very first article. Panama legislature passes bill regulating crypto. It's a nice looking flag right there. Actually, I don't like that flag.
It kind of looks like the flag, the Texas flag.
It's a terrible flag, actually. I changed my mind. The Panamanian Legislative Assembly's plenary.
What?
Okay, how do you pronounce that word? Plenary? I'm not asking you, Robin. You don't know how to pronounce anything. Eddie, how do you pronounce that word?
I
He's
think
blind.
they misspelled it. It's supposed to
No,
be
it-
preliminary.
No, it's plenary. It is spelled correct. Yeah, there you go.
You
Rocco.
sure it's not supposed to be preliminary?
I'm
Because that would make
100%.
sense. The
100%
preliminary. Oh, okay. Never mind. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
Panamanian Legislative Assembly's plenary. We're not a grammar channel here, okay? Apparently. Approved the bill on Thursday regulating the use of cryptocurrencies in the Central American country. This will help Panama become a hub of innovation and technology in Latin America. Congressman Gabriel Silva, who introduced the bill, tweeted on Thursday, "The only thing missing is for the president to sign it. Thank you to all who helped. This will help create jobs and financial inclusion." Last week, Silva said that the bill aims to, quote, give legal stability to crypto assets in Panama and develop the crypto industry in the country to attract more investments and generate more employment. He added that it also looks to have blockchain technology be adopted by the Panamanian government to increase transparency and efficiency in procedures. So, there's talks about Panama adopting Bitcoin as legal tender. Well, they're not doing that, but they're passing some crypto-friendly regulation. Robin, what do you think?
It seems to be in line with what was going on here in the U.S. with the executive order and Biden basically directing the 18 branches of the government that are in the financial sector to look into crypto, embrace it, or at least come up with a plan for regulation. And so this seems to be kind of in line. And, you know, if you get a country as powerful, at top of the economic leaderboard, basically, like the U.S., and they make a directive into a certain sector, cryptocurrency being the one we're talking about now. If that's the direction that the country's going, other people are going to take notice. And, you know, there's hundreds of countries around the world. So one by one, they're starting to look over and be like, okay, hey, U.S. is getting behind crypto. We need to look into it. So, yeah, I mean, some people are looking at it like it's super bullish. I mean, we had Brazil yesterday, a little bullish as well. And then we had this to follow. So I think we're going to see more and more countries every week or so that are going to get all in on crypto. So that's what I got.
Yeah, I mean,
it's bullish. It's good. It's good news. But I just think this is going to be the norm now. I think next week it'll be another country, and the following week will be another country, and so
eventually it'll be a non-news story.
exactly.
James said it James said vote it 40-0 too.
Damn.
40-0. Wow. Well, I mean, like I said, here's another thing too. Is crypto and blockchain is going to be at the forefront of midterm and longer term elections, not just in the US, but in every country. And if you deny the citizens what they want, they're going to vote against you. You're not going to be in office. So I think it's also very important.
When you say vote, I'm very curious to see how the election year is going to shape up. This is an election year here, and I think if you are going to be against crypto, I think if you're going to be pushing against crypto, you're going to have a ton of people you didn't expect pushing back and voting against you and going the other way.
Should the voting be done on the blockchain?
That absolutely. Because you have transparency, there's so much security issues. Cardano's is really vocal about putting voting on their blockchain. I don't know where they're at on development. I don't know if they've implemented, if they've offered their services, but I know that's something Charles Hoskinson has talked about several times. So, I mean, even here in the U.S., you could say with the Dominion voting machines and what we have probably the best technology out there for voting, but yet the American citizens don't trust the voting system. And so I think it'd be advantageous for the U.S. and for any country to embrace blockchain technology because it's undisputed. But now here's another question. So let's just say they did go to a blockchain voting system and everything's transparent. The votes can be counted. You can audit them. There's no need for this long recount process.
You need to audit them.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like you can audit it yourself.
Right.
So if you don't believe the numbers, you can go in there and look. And then, do you think? Because here's my theory. If the U.S. went to a blockchain voting system where the votes were tallied on the blockchain, do you think people would still think there's voter fraud?
No. And I think you would get,
bro. Yes.
And I think how do you? It's I don't want to say impossible, but the whole idea of blockchain is it's immutable. You can't mess with it. And on top of that, it'll bring in so many more votes. You won't just get 100 million
what I'm
votes.
saying is,
you'll get 200 million.
You
votes.
think the people will trust the system and they won't?
It's a decentralized system. How do you not trust
no, for us, it makes sense. But I'm telling you, Rudolph Giuliani is going to be like, these are fake blockchain. This is
But you can't dispute facts, my friend.
Yeah.
So when you put facts in front of people.
That was the whole premise behind the voter fraud, was that the Dominion,
but
the Dominion voting machines, they literally sued the politicians, Rudolph Giuliani and other people. I'm not saying that there was or there wasn't.
You're like the only person who calls him Rudolph. Rudolph Giuliani.
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer.
He goes by Rudy, I believe. Anyways.
Are y'all like buddies?
No.
You're like drinking whiskey together? Man looks like he drinks a lot of whiskey.
Do you remember when he was sweating and his just face was melting?
He probably had that spray on hair. Have you seen those commercials? Please tell me you saw those commercials. It's like if you're balding, you have like a spray can.
Oh,
and it's like spray hair, and you just like
it's like a chia pet. You grow your hair out. All right, let's move on. We're going to Panama. Oh no, we're in Panama. We're going to Dubai now. Dubai's largest real estate developer, Damac, starts accepting payments in Bitcoin and ETH. Dubai is quickly emerging as the crypto hub of the world, and thanks to its crypto-friendly policies. On Wednesday, April 27, Dubai's largest real estate developer, Damac Properties, said that it will start accepting crypto payments in Bitcoin and ETH against property sales. I have some notes here. God, why does this shit keep going away, man? Anyways, they have so Damac Properties, this real estate company, has over 1,600 employees.
Damn.
And their revenue is north of $5 billion per year. So not peanuts. This is a huge company in one of the leading financial countries, just areas of the world, which is Dubai. So this is freaking huge, man. The real estate is prime for shaking up, right? All the fees you get charged, title company, the the loan officer, the real estate agent on both sides, if you're the seller, closing costs, this fee, administrative fee, like all that is going to go bye-bye. So real estate industry, I hope you guys are ready. I think the only people that will survive will be the realtors because you still need that human-to-human interaction. Title companies gone. Mortgage officers gone. Administrative fees, all that bullshit, gone. If you do it on the blockchain with crypto, those will all be gone, saving people thousands of dollars, including the banks. Speaking of Khaleej Times, Ali Sajwani, who is the general manager of operations at the company, said, quote, "This move towards customers holding cryptocurrency is one of our initiatives to accelerate the new economy for newer generations and for the future of our industry. It is crucial for global businesses like ours to stay at the top of evolution. Offering yet another transactional mode is exciting, and we are glad to recognize the value this technology brings to our customers." I would also like to show a vid. Yeah, I said it. I said vid. So this is Bloomberg Crypto. They were talking about how real estate and crypto could merge and what it would look like. So let's go ahead and play it. It's about two and a half minutes long.
Got no sound. Hold on a second. Rewind it. You got it unmuted?
If you have a lot of your wealth tied up in crypto and you wanted to buy a home, up until now, you basically had to cash out of your crypto and then get cash, and then you could go through the regular process of applying for a mortgage. But there's now new companies, new startups that enable you to get a mortgage with your crypto. Can you explain how that works?
Right. So as you said, you would normally have to convert your crypto into dollars, which a lot of crypto enthusiasts don't want to do because you have to pay capital gains on that money. And, people who are really all in on crypto are convinced, hold on for dear life that it's going to keep rising. And so they want to keep their coins and they're betting on that this is the future. So what this product does is allows the holder to simply put up their digital assets as collateral, and they get to keep their coins. The lender, the one we profiled, is one called Milo Credit, and keeps it in a custodial account, but the crypto holder essentially, hangs on to the coins, doesn't have to put down a down payment. They continue to make monthly payments as they would with a regular mortgage with crypto or dollars, but they're essentially, getting what they see as the best of both worlds, is getting to hang on to crypto while also buying real estate and potentially, capitalizing on the rising value of real estate as well.
Kira, just in the last 40 seconds that we have with you, what happens if the value of the asset just crashes?
Bitcoin.
Yeah, the crypto that's backing up this mortgage.
Right. The borrower will have to put up more money. So there's a loan, crypto value to loan ratio amount is about 65% that the person will have to put in more money to the lender, Milo. And, if all your money is tied up in crypto and that money has fallen in value, then that's going to be a problem. So, they want to make sure you have extra cash on hand. But the potential is if it's a fall in value, you're going to have to keep putting more into the lender before they eventually seize the assets. So, it's kind of, it's meant to be a diversification play as to putting it all in on crypto.
Okay, so we said what could go wrong, and that's one thing that could go wrong. You mentioned Milo Credit as the startup that offers this kind of mortgage. What do they do on their end to make sure that they spread out the risk?
They are funded with venture capital. They have money to start doing this, but they're, still getting paid when these mortgages like a traditional lender. So they'll get monthly payments. So that would be, money that's coming into the company. And that money could be in dollars or it could be in crypto. So it's, the idea is that, through the more borrowing that they do, the more money they'll collect, and they'll have enough of a cushion to protect against these declines if they happen.
Well, it's certainly a piece that got us thinking today.
So interesting. So you can essentially put up your crypto as collateral without having to sell it. But obviously the negative is if crypto's tanking, you're going to have to put up more money to cover that gap. Robin, speak.
Am I a dog?
Good boy. He's a treat.
It's like, yeah, you got to put crypto as collateral if it's volatile. Robin? 2.5 minute video, 2-second answer. Robin, speak. All right, so Now, this is another iteration of your collateral-based loans. So basically, it's just instead of going through the third party, which would be your lender like Aave or Compound or all those big players. Basically, you just have a mortgage company or entity that is involved in the real estate industry custody your crypto. And then in turn give you a mortgage on it. And so this is nothing new. It's not like it's like, oh, you got to pay for, if the price, falls, at least if the price falls, they don't liquidate your Bitcoin. Or at least
can if you don't put up enough money.
Yeah. So, but at least there's that. At least there's no automatic triggers. So if you were to borrow on a volatile crypto and the price were tank, then the lender will usually automatically liquidate your crypto. So there's definitely some downs.
Do you have to have, like, say the house is worth $300,000?
Most of the time is double for these lending is double. Now different platforms have different kind of ways to go about it. I would imagine if you want to fully collateral, because I would assume you don't have to go fully collateral. So let's just say you put in $500,000 worth of Bitcoin. Then you would be eligible for $250,000 towards the mortgage. And then from there, you could gap the rest with a traditional mortgage. Or if you're just a baller and you got a ton of Bitcoin and you're going to hodl anyways, you can just double it up and then, buy your home that way. And then like that, you have really no risk of losing your Bitcoin outside of the price dropping. But then at that point, if you're given the option to simply invest more collateral or just to offset the losses with physical cash, you have those options. So it seems like a more stable way of borrowing on your Bitcoin, going through a mortgage lender, but nothing new or revolutionary here. But I'm not surprised that Dubai, because here's the thing: if you're gonna buy a condo with Bitcoin, where else would you buy it but Dubai, right? I mean, if you're gonna go buy a $3 million condo or $10 million condo, and it's your vacation home, and you're gonna buy it with Bitcoin, it just feels like Dubai is the right place to do it. So that's where a lot of the whales in Bitcoin are hanging out, playing around, and living. So there you go.
I mean, crypto's too volatile right now to do that in the U.S. at least. We're very risk averse. Our government is. So.
No, man, you can do that here. Here's the thing: if you go outside of Bitcoin, yes, but Bitcoin's. I mean, looking at the Bitcoin chart. I mean, looking at my laptop here. So in the last year, this is the price. So it's not that. This is pretty straightforward. We started a year ago at 46,000.
Bro, this is
we're
the
at 40,000
chart. This is from January.
Okay. Well, there you go. Same thing. So we started 53,000. We hit 35. So it's not like you're seeing 70% sell-offs. I mean,
you're only seeing 50% sell-offs.
Yeah. Well, yeah. 50, yeah. 40% here.
So, yeah. I mean, if you're going to do that, I think we got a new...
Nordy?
Yeah.
Nordy. Hola! He's been here before.
I haven't seen him.
Nordy, you here? You new? What's up? If not, hola. Yes, that's my look at it.
Speaking of Bitcoin.
What's up?
Next article. Bitcoin difficulty hits all-time high as price remains below 40,000. Bitcoin difficulty has reached a new all-time high of 29.7 trillion, according to data provided by Bitcoin.com. It has spiked more than 5% over the past 2 weeks, which marks the biggest increase during one difficulty epoch since January. The network updates mining difficulty every 2016 blocks to make sure that miners are neither overproducing nor underproducing coins. At the same time, Bitcoin's hash rate also hit yet another all-time high of 220.5 exahashes per second. This means that the network has reached its peak resilience, making it incredibly costly for attackers to gain control of the network. So this is, and in the book, the Bitcoin Standard talks about this, but The beauty of the Bitcoin network is as the Bitcoin economy grows, it gets more secure, it gets harder to hack, and it gets more beneficial from a financial standpoint to plug into the network. And then last thing I highlighted, Bitcoin's hash rate has now grown more than 30% since the start of the year, which signals that more miners are willing to join the network despite the fact that the market is languishing. So very bullish. When you have miners that are spending hundreds of thousands of dollars a month on power, on ASIC units, on running their facilities to mine Bitcoin, Bitcoin prices down in the high 30s, and they're still plugging into the network, and the hash rate is still growing. Follow the money, baby.
Here's the thing: even if it's expensive to mine it right now, if you're a large company, publicly traded company, and you're not living paycheck to paycheck basically, and you know that the price of Bitcoin is gonna be, say, 20, 30, 40, 50, 70% higher than it is now within a year, and you feel very comfortable with those numbers, you can just mine it now, knowing like, hey, the mining difficult, the hash rate, we gotta, the difficulty bomb is way up there. The hash rate is not where we want it, and we're not generating enough profit at the moment with our setup. So with that said, mine it now, sell it later at a profit. I think that's just the way to go. Here's the thing: if you're mining Bitcoin right now, and you're mining it at, say, $1,000 loss, say the cost of mining is equating to about $42,000 per Bitcoin, and you can only turn around and sell it for $40,000. Are you going to sell it right now? No, right?
Unless you absolutely need the money to.
Yeah, if you need to generate the capital, and the thing is all of these companies are leveraging debt, and they are they have to generate an income. But here's the thing: you don't need to sell all your Bitcoin every time you mine it. So you pay some of your bills, and then you hold on to the rest. And then if you're not mining at a profit because the hash rate and the difficulty,
then you're mining at a loss.
You are mining at a loss, but you're only at a loss is if you sell at that moment. This is unrealized gains or unrealized losses. So if you buy Bitcoin at 35,000 and then it dips to 30,000, you're at a loss at that moment, but you're only truly at a loss as if you sell it then. So it's the same mentality for a mining company. So they can just hold on to it and be like, you know what, when the price hits X, I'll sell it. So there you go.
That what you're talking about just reminds me of how there was talks about taxing unrealized gains from crypto and Bitcoin. That would be the worst. That would be the worst monetary decision anyone in the history of humankind has ever made. Just saying it. All right.
You think taxing unrealized gains on cryptocurrency is the world's most...
It's the dumbest thing anyone could ever do.
The world's worst decision in the history of monetary decisions.
When it comes to money. Yeah.
I'm going to have to, I think, I could give you, going off the gold standard the first time, maybe off the second time, maybe printing tons of money, doubling the money. So there's a lot more things that I could go that are.
But punishing people for not selling their crypto or stocks or investments.
Here's the thing: you're gonna pay taxes on it anyways. It's not the end of the world. No. Here's the thing: if I make $10,000 on my Bitcoin and I got to pay taxes on it, and I got to pay taxes on it this year, then if I cash it out next year, I don't have to pay taxes on it. So it's not actually the worst thing in the world. It's not ideal, and it's a terrible business model. But you're literally comparing it to every single monetary event that's ever happened. You're saying it's worse than all of those.
Yes.
And I'm saying that, okay, pay taxes now instead of later. Like, what? Okay, I don't want it. I don't think it's good. It's a terrible idea.
I'm not paying taxes until after I cash out, whether it's a gain or a loss. But don't try to come to my portfolio and be like, well, looks like Bitcoin's gone up 300%. Even though you haven't cashed it out, we're gonna go and tax you on it. No, fuck you. Seriously, man, that shit pisses me off.
But how about if you say you invested $10,000 in Bitcoin, and then you get taxed for it next year, right?
You don't right now you're not taxed on it until you sell it.
Well, right now, but we're talking about
yeah, and so there's been proposals that you would pay unrealized gain taxes.
What if you leave it in there for 5 years?
Right now, you don't pay anything.
No, that's what I'm saying. But what if it was like that and you left it in there for 5
You
years?
every year
every year you would pay an unrealized.
How horse shit is that?
But but here's the thing: you would also, but if you lost money, you could
That's not
carry,
true.
You could carry that over.
Yeah, but
no. You could, just like a company, you get the option when you do your taxes. You'd be like, did you have any business losses from 2018? You want to carry over? So I mean, theoretically, you could. I'm telling you, it's a pain in the ass, but it's literally not okay. If the government decided to pass unrealized gains tax, which they theoretically could, and it's been a proposal, there's nothing stopping them from doing it besides a majority vote. And if that happened, it would suck. It'd be more complicated, and but at the same time, it's not the end of the world. You're going to pay taxes on the same thing anyways. It's not. I mean, just because you're like, well, I want to pay when I sell it. Like, oh, well, if the government
that's
tells
the whole point.
That's
get the whole fucking
I'm just getting,
point.
But
When you actually fucking get money from it, that's when you pay taxes. I don't pay taxes on shit that I haven't fucking benefited from.
But you saying it's the absolute worst.
It's the worst.
The worst thing that has ever happened in the history of money.
People's fucking bank accounts.
They're like,
you're taking money out of people's pockets.
You're not.
Yes, you are.
You're paying taxes like you normally would. Instead of paying it later, you pay it now. That's the only difference.
I don't want to fucking pay it now. I want to pay it when I'm supposed to pay it. Okay. When I benefit from the decision, I want to pay
property
my
taxes every year. If your house goes up in value, you pay more taxes on your property. How is that any different? Okay, now all of a sudden you're going to sell your house and be like, you know what? I can't do this. And you know what? My property tax went up this year. I'm out. I'm renting a condo for the rest of my life. Like, get out of here, man. It's just the way it's structured. And you sitting here saying that if you put capital gains, it's going to be the worst monetary decision in the history of humankind. I mean, we're talking about, going off of the Seychelles monetary system and going over to the paper system to go, like, get out of here, man. Stop being a baby. Thank you.
Eddie, what do you think?
I don't know.
I agree with you. I'm just saying it's not.
Yeah, it would be
it's
horrible.
not that. It's not that gigantic.
I would like to see it happen. Like once it happens, and then you see the whole picture, then that's when I would be like, yeah. But it sounds horrible. What you're saying about paying taxes now.
Yeah, nobody wants it. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying I welcome it. I'm just laughing at the fact that you think it's the worst monetary decision that it's ever faced mankind, and
it is.
And bro, there's
You know what my worst monetary decision was?
So you think 2.5xing the circulating supply of the fiat dollar is less of a problem than capital gains on cryptocurrency?
Yep. Let's move on.
That's interesting.
Justin. Russian central bank to allow stock exchanges to trade crypto. The Central Bank of Russia has reportedly proposed to permit stock exchanges to enter the digital assets market as it deals with staggering sanctions against the country. This move has come in order to facilitate investors with alternate options to invest in cryptocurrencies. The Russian central bank is likely to gain access to digital asset circulation by turning its trading into the stock market model. Go ahead, Robin.
What's up? I mean, they're running out of options over there. And I'm not talking about trading options. I'm talking about economic prosperity. And there's all kinds of holes leaking in this ship. And the ship being their Wall Street, and it is about to crash. It's about to sink. And so they're looking at any other.
Do you think they're grasping at straws here?
That's what I'm saying, man. Like they're in panic mode. If Wall Street is like, yo, let's start trading crypto. And I'd love to see it here in the U.S. But I mean, but the thing is like, I get the vibe that they're rushing this in because they're going through some really shaky, scary times, and the ruble lost a ton of value. The world, the economy for Russia in its entirety,
the rubles and rubles.
Yeah, so there's a lot of shaky news there. We got somebody new in here. Stuart. Hola! Welcome to Sin City Crypto. He says he
the bloody UK.
He loves the chaps. Huh? He loves us. He loves the news.
Well, we love you too, Stuart.
Do you love the argument? Because David, I literally pissed him off. Look at him. He's all mad.
That's like the third time you guys had the same argument.
This fucking guy, man. Why do NFL contracts need to be on the blockchain? Anyway.
There's no reason to put an NFL contract on the blockchain.
God. So, yeah, I don't got much to say on this one.
What was? Oh yeah, the
Russian
It's
thing.
You think it's bullish for crypto?
No,
Or do
I don't think it's gonna matter.
you know what? I mean,
I mean, you're giving more exposure to more people.
Before
No one
before
said
the-
ape coin.
before the conflict or whatever Putin wants to call it nowadays. Before that all went down in Ukraine, Russia was the number 9 economy. I thought they were top 5, but in GDP in ranking before the conflict, they were number 9, and so it's still
Number 9.
huge. You know, here's the thing: we're over here talking about Brazil passed a law. They're gonna start regulating crypto. It's on everybody's thumbnail, including our own for YouTube channels, and everybody's talking about it. And their economy is like way down there. They're like number 30 or 40. I have no idea. I'm just throwing numbers out there, but I know they're not a financial dominant player. They're the number 1 economy out of South America. However, in comparison to the European Union, to Russia, China, the U.S., Canada, they fall short. And so because of that,
But they're still the largest economy in South America,
yeah,
correct?
it's a newsworthy story. But what I'm saying is that looking at that, everybody's talking about that. But yet you go over to Russia, the 9th largest economy in the world, huge player, and literally Wall Street's like, yo, let's start trading crypto. Let's go. You know what I mean? And everybody's like, eh.
Yeah.
I think we need to pay more attention to this story. And obviously what happens on the global scale, what happens with conflicts,
Stays
what
on the
happens
global
with sanctions, and when you put a country into a corner and the U.S., no, whether or not it's justified. Top 25 economies of the world. Where are we at? Where's Brazil at?
USA, number 1.
Oh, this one, Russia's 11 here on this one.
When was this updated, by the way? 22nd or February 3rd.
Yeah,
year.
see, this was
India, number 6.
See, I'm curious. So I think maybe
Japan is the 3rd?
Yeah, man.
What?
Yeah, where's Brazil at on this list? Oh, they're number 12.
Talking all that shit about Brazil.
Brazil, okay.
Say sorry in Portuguese.
Eu falo português. Desculpa lá, não sabia. Thank you. All right. So I did not realize how dominant Brazil was.
Well, I'm telling you, they're the largest economy in South America. You gotta,
I knew that. I thought they were still outside the top 20. So, anyways,
Robin, you've been fact checked. All right. Robin doesn't like being fact checked and being wrong. All right.
I'm never wrong.
Never lie.
I'm just sometimes misguided.
Speaking of never, where's never bet, never lost? We lost a lot of people after we put the blockchain parlay on pause, huh?
Yeah, Alina's gone.
Now we know who the real, true community members are. Thank you, guys.
Who
We
else?
love you.
Who else was is gone out of our
Abraham,
circle?
Coro,
No, I saw Coro in here a couple of days ago. He was here this week.
Sivan's been gone. Nick popped in.
We got Noel back up in here. Welcome back, bro. And
we're growing, friends. We're growing. Grow with us. We are literally 14 hours away from becoming YouTube partners. So that's super exciting for us. So when we're done with this live stream, hook us up. Help us out with some hours, guys.
How long do you think it's going to be before we get that that silver plaque that all the YouTubers have?
100K. It's 100K.
It's a 100K plaque.
Yeah. I say in 14 months. 2 months.
Our producer Rocco, aka Stereo 2, said 2 months. He thinks we're gonna 100x in the next 2 months. So, very possible,
right, my friend.
Yeah. No, I think 2 months we'll get to 8,000. I think 8,000 2 months, and then 50K.
By the way, if you're anyone in our community, are you guys going to the Consensus convention in Austin, Texas, June 8th through the 12th? Put a 1 in the chat if you are. Sin City Crypto will be there. And you thought Miami was good with all the people we got. Wait till you see what we got planned for Austin. It's going to be sick.
Now, speaking of plan, does Eddie have a plan for transportation? Because last time he did not make his flight. And
that's what happens when you're cheap and you decide to fly with Spirit. You decide to fly with Spirit. Put a zero in the chat if you fly with Spirit,
bro.
He flew Spirit. He's like, yeah, I got my tickets. I'm going Greyhound. Like, what are you doing? Stop it right now.
Marky Mark wants to know. There's no way to super chat. So once we become YouTube partners, super chat tipping option will be available. So.
That'll be tomorrow. We'll fill out our application, and then probably next week we'll unlock some new features. So excited for that.
Me too. All right, let's move on. We're running a little behind here. We're going to Nigeria now. We're going to Africa. Nigeria rethinks crypto ban. Stakeholders hold talks. After Nigeria had instituted a crypto ban for months, the Nigerian Communications Commission, the NCC, as well as academics, government officials, and technology enthusiasts have discussed the advantages of emerging technologies such as blockchain in boosting the economy. This is according to Mr. Al Hassan, who is the Director of New Media and Information Security for the NCC. He said, quote, "Good regulatory policies are the bedrock of innovation and growth, and it is the aspiration of the Commission that distributed ledger technologies, otherwise known as blockchain and other innovative technologies and services, would continue to thrive and contribute to the growth and development of Nigeria." In a similar vein, Dr. Dasuki Arabi, who is the Director General of the BPSR, told the audience that the government of Nigeria was already working on harmonizing emerging technologies with the contemporary public service sector through a number of initiatives in order to improve the efficiency of the public sector. The introduction of the Treasury Single Account, the Integrated Payroll and Personnel Information System, bank verification number, automation of enforcement activities for some government agencies in Nigeria. So, again, there's going to be a point where you're going to have no choice. Blockchain is going to Will Smith you in the face, and you're not going to be able to just close your eyes to it. And eventually, you're going to have to put your arms around blockchain. You're going to have to put your arms around Bitcoin. You're going to have to put your arms around crypto. That's what Nigeria is. In Nigeria, I commend you. You know, we're allowed to change our opinions, and we're allowed to change our thought when new information is presented or when we just figure out that we were being stupid. So, good job, Nigeria.
You do have long arms. You can put your arms around a lot of stuff, brother David. So, with that said,
yeah, I can put my arms around you. Put my arms around you, bro? You want a hug?
No, I don't.
You. Anyways, Eddie, I'll get you a hug later, bro. I got you.
So,
birthday.
No surprise here. You know what? What was it? India was kind of on the same boat. China did that for a little while. Now they're back on the I hate you Bitcoin side. But
China.
So, yeah, not surprising. And you know what? It's kind of like that hot girlfriend. You're like, oh, well, my money's better. I don't need you. And then you're like, I'm done with you. You break up with her.
And then she comes back.
And then you're sitting at home.
Thinking about how good time was with her.
Yeah, you're like standing in your kitchen, your boxers eating a bowl of cornflakes.
Eating a bowl of Doritos with yogurt.
Yogurt and freaking Dorito crumbs. Absolutely. Are you going red Dorito crumbs or are you going like Cool Ranch?
Cool Ranch all the way, bro.
It's
you guys have never,
better,
hold on.
man.
You guys have never dipped your chips in like plain yogurt?
No.
You're Mexican. I know you have.
No, I haven't.
Why would Mexican people
my cousin is married into a Hispanic family, and that's where I learned it from, all right?
Yeah, right.
And he told me specifically, most
he's not Hispanic.
Mexican families, Hispanic families, they all do this.
No, they
I was like, I am not one of you. So they brought me into their family.
Yeah.
So, no?
His Hispanic cousin is probably like, he probably knows.
I'm going to get a call after this.
He's probably
what are you talking about, man?
He probably just, his only exposure to Hispanic heritage is a Pitbull CD.
Hey, listen.
He's like, what are you doing, man? You know the yogurt.
You leave Mr. Worldwide out of this, all right? No, man. Anyways, whatever. Y'all yogurt haters. You know this article? Because
You know how you should eat yogurt? Plain and simple with a spoon, bro. Maybe some granola on top. That's
you eat
it.
plain yogurt, just plain?
Well, I'm just saying,
more
like, no,
weird
you
than
can get
dipping
flavored
chips in
yogurts, but I'm saying stop messing with it. Just eat it.
James, shut your mouth.
Tomorrow I bring you some yogurt and Doritos, and we want to see you.
Only if you eat it. Only if you have a bite. If you have a bite, I'll eat it on air. I will eat it on air if you guys each have a bite.
Absolutely not.
All right,
No.
then screw you. I'm not going to sit here and let you make a fool of me. Unless you're willing to try it, then I will let you make a fool of me.
All right. What were we talking about?
We're going to New York now. We're done with that article.
Okay.
We're talking about Nigeria.
Oh, yeah.
No, not much to say except good job backtracking, getting on the right track. So congratulations. We're going back to New York. The mayor urges the state to abandon stifling bit license scheme. I like how they call it a scheme. New York City Mayor Eric Adams, who is very pro-Bitcoin, has hit out at his state's bit licensing regime, claiming that it stifles innovation and economic growth. He goes on to say, it's about thinking not only outside the box, but on this one, we may have to destroy the box. I like that. Because the box, there's only so many times you can change it. Eventually, you're going to have to just destroy it and then build a new box.
No, there's no new box. A box is you're
It's a new
constricting
box.
growth, man. How about just let it out of the box?
He
Throw
said
the box
destroy
away.
the box.
Yeah, you shouldn't be no regulation.
So you're going against the mayor.
No, I'm agreeing. He says destroy the box.
Yeah,
you said build a new box. I'm saying no box.
Oh, okay. Anyways.
The bit license thing is terrible, bro. The entire idea is terrible. They're the only state that has a license to trade crypto.
Well,
and the fact that like get that whole idea out of here.
Well, look at that. Hold on. I'm going to get there. I'm going to get how ridiculous it is. New York State is the only state to require a license for crypto companies. That's a higher barrier, and it just makes us less competitive. We have to continue to be competitive. Since 2015, any virtual currency business wishing to offer services within New York requires a bit license to do so. Many crypto firms moved from New York when the license was introduced, and a recent call to remove regulatory barriers and ease restrictions focuses on the license, which costs $5,000 in application fees, along with unclear capital requirements set by the DFS. So, Robin, I'm throwing it to you first. What?
I don't know. I'm still just laughing.
About what, the chips?
Yeah.
Matthew said he's going to unsubscribe if you don't do it tomorrow.
We got Adam in the chat. What's up, Adam? Welcome. So
Matt, I will literally pluck the remaining hairs off the top of your receding hairline.
Here's the thing with the with New York. You know, they're the financial. What's wrong with Joe? So New York is the financial epicenter of the U.S.
This chair sucks. Anyways,
You good?
sorry. Yeah.
So New York's the financial epicenter of the U.S. The U.S. is the financial epicenter of the world. So there you go. So basically, you got the creme de la creme here, New York City. And if you want to be a financial powerhouse and you want to be at the forefront, you want to have inclusion in every direction, and you want to be accepting other people's crypto and financial prosperity with open arms, you want to embrace it, you want to accept that monetary money coming in, monetary money. Anyways, look, you're going to miss out on tons of financial opportunities if you don't embrace crypto. And right now, the regulations, the bit license is hurting New York's growth when it comes to cryptocurrency. We just had the ban on Bitcoin mining there in New York. Now you know, which doubles down on top of the bit license. And if you want to stay the financial epicenter of the U.S. and a financial epicenter of the world, it's time to take the handcuffs off. It's time to move forward and get rid of these outdated laws. And you know what? And maybe at some point it made sense. Maybe when crypto was more volatile and there was more fraud going on, maybe you could make a case for it. But I'm pretty sure everybody's in agreement that Bitcoin's not a scam, and you don't need to have a license to trade it. That's all I got.
So, Rocco, pull up my laptop. You know, Fly the Coop wrote a blog. Plain yogurt and potato chips. Don't knock it till you try it. It's that simple. And all flavors of potato chips are delish. You can even get a little crazy and add dill. So Fly the Coop wrote it. It's fact. All right.
Why don't you put that on blockchain too while you're at it?
You can. Absolutely. We should put you
He's
on
like,
the
I'm gonna put my Dorito and
we should
yogurt
put
recipe
Robin
on the blockchain.
Just leave him there. Just stay there.
Put my my Dorito yogurt recipe on blockchain.
I agree. I think this whole barrier, like, drop the barrier to entry for these companies to do business in your state legally, lawfully, and along with the rules. Putting up these what?
I just thought I got something to show you guys. But go ahead.
Okay.
I'll pull it up here right now.
Having people pay $5,000 for a license, having them have a certain amount of this, and making them jump through hoops. Why? When every other state, you can just operate just like any other business would operate in your sector. And so New York, come on, man. All the money, like city coins, how much money is that bringing you? I'm curious to know. Rocco, can we look that up? How much money is City Coins, New York City Coin bringing into the city?
They haven't launched it yet.
They haven't launched it yet?
He's trying to launch it. Miami's the only one that's launched it.
Well, in Miami, it's soon going to take over taxes. So the people living in Miami will no longer have to pay state or city tax, either one, because crypto will cover it. The Miami coin will cover it. And you're over here putting up barriers to entry for a crypto company to come and have an exchange in your state. And then you go ban proof of work mining. Man, get the hell out of here with that BS, bro.
So here, pull up my laptop real quick. Last night, I went to look at our analytics for the channel. And last night, I pulled this up. Our channel, at this time of viewing, we had 7,777 views in the last 28 days. And it brought me back to my memories of when I was at the craps table, when I hit 77 sevens in a row. I'm just saying, we're Sin City Crypto. This just spoke leaps and bounds to me. I mean, what are the chances that your boy would pull up our analytics and we would have 7,777 views on our channel? I mean, what's the chances, bro?
You know,
just saying.
Your parents didn't tell you they loved you when you were little, right?
I'm just saying.
That's kind of what it sounds like.
Yeah, you don't find this number?
Let go of the past, bro.
Well,
Let go of the past.
I'm just saying. Look
Homecoming
at this
King
number.
rolled 77.77s. Whatever
Not
else the hell.
777.
Whatever else you hang your hat on. That was 30 years ago.
So look,
Grow up.
7,777 views. You don't think that's a cool number, man?
That's so cool.
We're Vegas, bro. Look at all those sevens.
Yeah. Stop everything. 7777. All right. Now I can't get through all these articles because you won't shut your mouth.
All right. Why don't you put a poll up? One more article.
All right. We got one more article. We either got, we're going to do, U.S. congressman could face charges for promoting crypto pump and dump scheme. Put a 1 for this one. Riot blockchain to build a private electricity station. Put a 2 for that one. And Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles NFT whitelist is open. Put a 3.
Oh, pick three.
So 1 for pump and dump, 2 for Riot blockchain, and 3 for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. 3.
Those are 3 good articles, man. We're missing out.
I don't think Riot's going to get any love.
Yeah, I don't know.
We should have won and put some money on 7 on the roulette table.
Yeah, that was crazy. So we got Eddie doing the tally here. Let us know.
I got 2 threes. That's pretty much it for right now.
3 looks like.
Is the are we good on sound, by the way? Right?
Teenage Mutant Ninja
I got 3 threes and 1 2.
Okay, never mind.
3.
4 threes.
4 threes. One more 3 and we're doing 3.
Yeah, just do 3.
Yeah.
3. All right. 3 it is. TMNT. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja. I grew up on this stuff. Did you grow up on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, bro?
I did, yeah.
Amazing. Who was your favorite turtle?
Was it Leonardo?
The blue one?
Yeah.
I like my boy Michelangelo. Funny, quirky, likes pizza. That's my kind of guy right there.
Did you ever read the comic
No,
books?
I'm not that old, bro. Relax.
So with
He's a young one out of the group. He's like, what, 24, 25?
Don't worry about it, dude.
You look like you're 40.
So when this came out, before the cartoon, they had a comic book. It was super gory. So everyone always knows this as like a children's thing. Let me tell you, the original comic books, if you ever get your whole hands on them, it's just straight up guts and sword stabbing.
Well, you got a rat who's a master, so.
I'm just saying, the original comic books.
Russell over here is talking about Coke. Talking about the brown guy or the other guy? Coke on, guys. All right, so TMNT is launching an NFT line, and the whitelist is open. And you can check out their Twitter. It's at TMNTNFT. So Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles NFT, all abbreviated, on their Twitter. You can join their Discord as one of the most iconic shows. The Ninja Turtles NFT will undoubtedly be one of the hottest collections this year. Here's a little sneak peek of one of them. So the way it works is, I don't think this is valid anymore. It says one retweet will get a slice of pizza, and a slice of pizza equals a whitelist. No, it's already got 20,000 retweets.
You get one entry. So for every slice of pizza you get an entry into a raffle for the whitelist.
All right. So then it's worded all messed up. So the upcoming NFT collection will be the franchise's first solo release, as her previous collection dropped in August 2021 on the Wax blockchain in collaboration with Funko and Tokenhead. My cousin has a really large portfolio of NFTs. And he legit told me he's going to liquidate half of it because he loves the Ninja Turtles. And I feel like there's going to be a lot more people like him who are going to just absolutely freaking ape into this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. I'm going to try, we have me and Eddie, we do NFTs together. We have a couple people that we pay to get us whitelist. So I sent out a text. I said, yo, this is the #1 whitelist spot you should be fighting for right now. And so they're working on it, crossing our fingers. Hopefully, if we get it, we'd be Gucci, baby. All right. That's all we got.
I think this is definitely
go ahead.
I think this is going to be the biggest NFT project this year.
I agree.
I don't know. I think
if everything goes the way it's supposed to on the front end and the back end. On the back end. So the contract deployment's fine. The minting goes well. No hacks. The reveal goes great. Then yes. If there's a slip up, then just like every other single NFT drop, it could tank the whole project.
Mm-hmm.
You got anything else to add, or that's it?
No, that's it. I was actually trying to send out a tweet. I was looking at I'm logged into the wrong freaking Twitter account here, and it won't let me switch.
I locked you out. All right, let's move on to our last segment of our show, the market analysis. Let's look at what the markets have done since Robin talked about them. So we had a total market up 2.46%. Market cap sitting at $1.83 trillion for the entire cryptocurrency market. Trading volume is a little, not too high, not too low, kind of in the middle, 90 billion. BTC dominance at 41.7, and then ETH dominance at 19.5. Bitcoin over 40K. Held there, 40,100. ETH still not over 3, and then BNB up 4.4%. As far as Scale Network, that one's up 25% on the day. ApeCoin, $22. $22 for ApeCoin. Didn't you buy ApeCoin at like $9?
I did, and I sold it at 14.
Yeah. Did you leave any behind like you should have?
Nah, I just thought the risk and reward wasn't.
You don't fucked up, my dude.
It's fine. I was fine with that.
All right, so now the thumbnail and title says Bitcoin big move is coming. And let me give you a couple metrics, couple charts to explain to you why. So the first metric I'm showing is what everyone's been talking about, the balance of Bitcoin on exchanges. You can see we're at all-time lows since June of 2018. So there is less than 2.5 million Bitcoin that is left on exchanges. And you can see how the price correlates. So when the supply of Bitcoin grows, the price tends to dip. And when the supply goes down, the price tends to go up. Now, we haven't seen that recently. We did see a little move here from, 39,000 up to about 47,000 as this line was dropping. And then it's just kept dropping and the prices kept dropping and it's been consolidating. So something's got to give, right? Something's got to give. And if we take a look at the Bitcoin stock to flow deflection. So essentially, if you see a red line, a green line in this green zone, that means Bitcoin is undervalued. And I want to look back. I want to look at, say, okay, we've spent about a little over a year in this green zone, okay? When was the last time we stayed in this green zone for a little over a year? It was right here, from September 1st of 2016 to October of 2017. So let's go to the chart and let's see what happened during that time frame. So I got it circled here because it was a little hectic trying to get there. But right here, this little circle here is September 1st, 2016 until October 20th of 2017. So if I take my ruler here, and let me get rid of these. If I take my ruler and we see how big the price move was, over 1,000% from the time that Bitcoin dipped into that green zone until it came out of it was the last time we were in it for this length of time, and we got 1,000% increase on the price of Bitcoin. Will we see 1,000% increase? No. I mean, that would be a 10x. But I don't see that happening with the price of Bitcoin, everything happening now. But eventually, we're going to break out of this little cycle here. And we're going to see the Bitcoin price moving. So extremely bullish on that. And then if I wanted to also look at the Bitcoin 4-hour chart. Okay, so I found a little pattern on here that I want to share with you guys. So flags are one of the easier patterns to spot. And on the 4-hour chart, here what we have is a bull flag. So we're making lower highs and lower lows, but this comes after an uptrend. And so with bull flags, about 70 to 80% of the time, they do break to the upside. Now, where do I think it'll go once it breaks to the upside? Well, the first level of resistance is going to be this right here. It's going to be about 42,900. That'll be the first level of resistance. Then the next level is going to be this right here, this 46,494. So will do I think it'll go up to this 43 without pulling back? I don't think so. If I throw on the Bollinger Bands, I would see us get closer to this 41,000 towards the upper end of this Bollinger Band, and then retrace a little bit, hit this trend line, and then make a bigger move up to the mid 40s, 44.5. Retest that resistance again. We broke through that. It was support. Then we broke under it. So it's going to be 44.5 is going to be really hard to get through. But if we do, very, very bullish sign. And then just looking at Crypto Stackers Pro, I got the Sunset lines put up here on Bitcoin just to kind of see what kind of risk to reward you would get if you purchase Bitcoin at current prices. And I did the lines from the all-time high to the low in 2021 of June, which was roughly around $28,000. And right now you're sitting at a 3-to-1 odds on your money to long Bitcoin. So, and you can see this has been a pretty decent level of support. We have dipped under it a couple times, but we came right back. And then we've kind of been channeling between this 2-to-1 and 3-to-1. So if we just hit the upper end of this 2-to-1, we're looking at 42,200. So very bullish on-chain metrics, bullish chart pattern, just bullish almost, I don't want to say everything. But if it wasn't for the macroeconomic scale and the shit show we are in as far as our country's economy, the global economy, I have zero doubt in my mind that Bitcoin would have already cleared an all-time high. But with taking macro into perspective, fear of a recession, of a depression, the stock market, the NASDAQ dips, eventually I believe Bitcoin will decouple from all of that. But at the current time right now, those factors do have a say in Bitcoin's price and the way it moves. So short term, I think we're going to get to that 42K. Not financial advice, so do your own research. That's all I got.
No, that's
We're
it,
done.
right?
Finito.
Il done.
Tomorrow we will be raffling off the KuCoin Doggy NFT that was minted by our friend Brokioshi. Wants to give it out to one of our community members. So make sure you come back tomorrow. We also have Forrest from Crypto Stackers on tomorrow doing our market analysis segment. If there is a coin or a token you want him to do expert TA on after we're done with the show, when we're done, go back to this video and comment what you want him to do TA on. We might just pick your coin. He might do TA for you guys. So roll the outro music. On behalf of myself, Rocco, Robin, and Eduardo, we want to thank you guys. We love our growing community. We appreciate you guys joining us. We're going to the moon, baby, and we're taking you with us. Enjoy the NFL draft day. We'll see you guys tomorrow, 10:30 in Vegas time. Peace.
I got 16 missed calls on my phone. Times change, Mickey D turned into Rabuchon. Kick my feet up, drink leader, smoke on a new strong. Couple margaritas, senoritas, I goof off. I got 16 missed calls on my phone. Times change, Mickey D turned into Rabuchon. Kick my feet up, drink leader, smoke on a new strong. Couple margaritas, senoritas, I goof off. Smoking on the island, say she wanna ride with me. Took her on a flight, said all her bags from Italy. I sent her with a friend, they shopping there religiously. Whoa, whoa, yeah. She say she love me, but that's when she rockin' Prada bag. Said she ready for the next, I won't, not so fast. Slow down, slow down, slow down, girl, don't you crash. Whoa, whoa, yeah. Cause we can mess up that pretty face, but we can fuck up that pretty lady. Tryna kiss up, I'm in your place. Man, this shit so crazy. Never thought I'd be doing shit like this.